Rate negotiation is one of those difficulties and concerns that most of the recruiters has. And I'm going to address as many as I can, very short, to explain you how you could able to deal with it. This is Suman Pachigulla. I'm best-selling author and mentor for IT recruiting and leadership. So here, when we talk about rate negotiation, what exactly it means? Meaning, someone is asking a rate which you do not have to give it, or you might be looking at making more margin or more money. That's the reason you are not giving it to that person. Or you think that this person doesn't deserve that much. Got it? So let's address it in a different manner. When someone is asking money, a rate, beginning of the call, so you need to understand that there are people who are driven by money, okay? And sometimes they just wanted to evaluate the position on the basis of money. So when someone asks, what is the rate do you have? So you definitely can tell or feel with the voice that whether this person is going to continue or not if you have a low rate. Okay, the first thing is you should do the market research, or you should ask your client or your manager, is this the correct rate for the position? If you are looking for a .NET architect and you have a $50, then you know what is going to happen. And if you are looking for a 7 years of quality analyst and you have a $50 or $60, then yes, then you know what is going to happen. The same way, if you are an experienced recruiter, you will able to understand whether the rate is good or not. Okay, good in the sense it's ideal or it is according to the market or not. And when someone is asking what is the rate in the beginning of the call, there are few things that you can deal with it. You would say, sure, I'll come to it in a moment. Shall I ask you a few questions? Okay. They may say, all right. Then you can go and dig deep about their interest in so many things. And second thing you would say, yes, we have multiple positions or we have a rate. Give a ballpark rate range to the candidate. And yes, you may not agree with me for this. You may say I'm bluffing, but I don't care, because without knowing somebody from inside, just looking at a paper, giving a rate is really not going to work at all. And in recruiting, that never worked. All right? Because you look at a paper, 9 years, 10 years of experience, someone asks for 85, you say, yes, 85 is okay, and you send that person, and boom, that candidate will back out, because that person just test and try. Might be they're there to test and try and see what his market depth is. So you should not be doing that kind of testings with your career. You ask how much you might be expecting. If you have rate open, let the candidate know this job recently opened, the rate is open. Anything that you would say, I'll check with my manager and get back to you. You might be saying this. Or you may ask this wonderful question. Okay, before I reveal my rate, may I ask you something? They'll say, yes. Is money is the only driving factor for you to look into a new opportunity? You are letting the person think. Okay. These creative questions you need to ask and understand to go deep. If your rate is low, you definitely can say, okay, if the person is asking 55 and you have $40, you could ask, okay, 55, is that the least possible rate? Or is there we can do to come down some other numbers? Because if we look at the rate of this position, it might be low, but from other aspects of the growth and other things in this position with this client could be good. And before committing this, you have to certain information from the client that why they are paying low and what are the other opportunities associated with this position. Okay. And if you are trying to get someone who is asking high rate and you have the money, okay, you can tell we have $50 to $100, your rate fixed somewhere, but before I commit to a fixed rate, then I definitely have to go through a few questionnaire to evaluate whether your skills fits to our role or not. You are authority. You are not begging for a submission. That's the reason you might not be saying, let me see if my position fits to you or not. No, you are saying whether you fit to my position or not, because you are a job seeker, I have a job. Okay? You have to hold the control. Then the way you take the call, explaining, understanding the candidate, what exactly that person wants from the job, from his life, if you could able to help him, rate is not a big deal, because everyone wants to be happy in their life. If you could help them to be happy with your position, then nothing like that. And again, you have to test and try various methods to understand how exactly you can deal with it. And there is not a straight question. If someone asks something about the rate and you tell this, boom, you got a submission. No, it won't work on that way. Before the rate, if you can help them understand what kind of recruiter you are, what company you are, what are the benefits that person is going to get working with the client, with your company and everything, then comes the rate. If they ask you multiple times about the rate, tell them the rate. Okay? What if I tell the rate and you are not interested? It means you are not looking for more jobs, only you are testing and trying. Or if you're really interested to look at the job, why don't we just go and dive in? Okay? And these are the scripts that's just coming out because I'm really concerned about the candidates. Okay? I never use a damn script to talk to the candidate. It just comes in because I'm concerned about them. If you have no interest in applying my job, and how it is going to really make any sense by asking me the rate. If you're really interested, let's spend a couple of minutes and let's discuss. Okay? Because rate should not be the only factor. And if this position is 6 months and you're just coming down $5, how would it be after 6 months I'll get a job where you can get a little bit more money? Because we work with many clients. If you see those kind of repeating positions coming in with your clients, you can do that, or you can refer that candidate to somebody else because you had a relation. Okay, it's all about helping me, helping you. That's it. So I hope these tips helped. And as I have mentioned, there is no abracadabra kind of chant and you get everything. It all comes from the practice and the way you want to help people, and keep adding value and keep trying to help people in your day-to-day work. And I'm sure you are going to get your flow to convince people. It's not about the rate, but there are so many things involved in this job. Once again, this is Suman Pachigulla. I'm on a mission to impact 5 million lives. If you have not grabbed my copy of Nail the Deal, you are missing a lot of things. I would suggest you to go and grab it from Amazon. And again, before you leave, if you are a new visitor, go look at other videos, how it is helping other recruiters, and do not forget to subscribe to this channel. And if you found this tip helpful, if you implement and you learn something, please comment it. Let us know, let me know, understand how exactly it helped, and it may help other recruiters as well. Each one, teach one. Take care and God bless. Bye-bye, guys. See you again.